We were supposed to be in paradise. Actually, redneck paradise. Palm trees swaying in the island breeze, sipping delicious tropical drinks, while Kid Rock serenaded us at a stop on his 8th annual Chillin' the Most cruise.
There's no going back.
There's no going back.
Our last chance.
Fucking Kid Rock, let's do it.
But that didn't happen. Instead, me, my buddy Rob, and a whole bunch of Kid Rock fans floated around the Atlantic Ocean for yet another day.
All right, explain to me why this has been the path of our cruise.
We had the terrible weather, so we're not going to the Bahamas today. And then that up there is because somebody fell overboard on another ship.
And regardless of the detour, these motherfuckers couldn't care less. It's what they called themselves, motherfuckers. And Rob and I had become two of them.
What are we on?
A boat.
We're on a boat.
We didn't know. We haven't gotten off that goddamn boat.
So how did two craft beer drinking liberal hipsters from Los Angeles end up choosing a Kid Rock cruise for their vacation? We wanted to cross over to enemy territory. Republicans. You know, Fox News, trailer parks, and a weird obsession with assault rifles. Who better represents this shit than Kid Rock?
And, I don't remember.
Yeah.
He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, baby.
Our side had lost the election, and it did not feel good. State of resistance. And if you flip to the middle, you can see the back of my head in Newsweek magazine. I knew I'd make it one day. Much to the surprise of, well, no one really. Kid Rock was one of the few celebrities to endorse Trump. Actually, the only celebrity to flat out sell pro-Donald Trump merchandise.
And a shirt that says God, guns, and Trump. Then more shirts with slogans we cannot repeat here.
I'll tell you. Arnold Trump. The D is missing because it's in every hater's mouth. Get it? That's his penis. Here, let me see yours. And where do you live, Rob?
Dumb fuckistan.
Well, I got more stuff coming.
Oh, great.
Kid Rock confirming that he is making a run for the Senate in Michigan.
If Donald Trump can be president, I think Kid Rock can be senator.
This would be our journey into the heart of darkness. Armed only with a love of live music, a proclivity for binge drinking, and stomachs that could handle shitty cruise food.
I think I'll have the matzo ball soup.
We'd face Trump's America.
Hey, man. I just got an email from Kid Rock's people, and the answer is no. They do not want us making a documentary.
Sure, Kid Rock's PR person told us we couldn't make a documentary. But to quote Kid Rock himself,
They say you can't come around me, say, fuck that.
let me tell you a little about our ship's captain, Bob Ritchie. I mean, Kid Rock. It's not a story that begins in a trailer park, but in a small suburb outside Detroit, where Bobby grew up in this 5,000 square foot mansion.
It doesn't seem cool to be in the neighborhood where I'm from, and I don't believe that. It is cool to be wherever you're from, even though my family's made it to the middle upper class. Proud of that.
But he ran from suburban life for the projects of Detroit, the home of his true love, hip-hop. The first of many times that Bob Ritchie will completely reinvent and rebrand himself.
Do what you have to. I did what I had to break through and pick the style that sticks like glue.
After making a name for himself as an underground DJ and rapper, he released his debut album, Grits Sandwich for Breakfast.
A delicious break from potatoes.
Despite a little success with the single Yodelin' in the Valley, an homage to oral sex, things didn't work out.
I thought my big break was with Jive, and then, I came home from all that, and I got dropped, and I was broke again. Moved back in with my parents.
But he kept going.
Back from the dead, second LP, here we go. It took me oh so long to reach the point I'm at. Me, black man, and funk daddy, death staff.
A father at 23, he remained a fixture in the Detroit underground scene, eventually starting his own label with $8,500 he borrowed from his dad. Then, the big labels came back, and the world met Kid Rock with a very clear introduction.
And with Devil Without a Cause, I knew what I needed to do. You know, this rap rock thing was coming, and I could see it coming like a freight train. That's why I'm screaming, "My name is Kid." I just pictured myself on top of a mountain screaming at God, you know, because it was my do or die record.
But first, I gotta be honest about something. We are Kid Rock fans. Or I'm a Kid Rock fan.
Let it go, let it go.
Rob, not as much. So don't mistake this for hard-hitting investigative journalism. It's mostly music from high school I seem to have some deep-rooted issues about.
Now get in the pit and try to love someone.
I sure love Rob.
Oh, that went the wrong direction.
We met 10 years ago, and he was the only person who'd go along with my harebrained schemes. And we've worked together ever since. Which is amazing, especially considering I've never really paid him. This face kind of says it all. So he's the only person that could do a covert documentary on a Kid Rock cruise with me.
Why the fuck did you make me do this?
Is that really how you feel now?
No.
Like any long friendship, we've got some bad habits together. Drinking too much,
Hey, buddy.
and a general lack of productivity.
I feel like I should put things in the minibar in the safe.
This would be different, because we were here to make a film, but we failed.
There goes that Best Buy warranty.
We failed miserably. And not just with the drinking.
Now I got tequila all over my face.
We'll never use this footage. Oh shit.
But with the kind of film we set out to make. There was nothing hostile about the place. We fit right in. Everyone was as drunk and unproductive as we were.
Why can't I ever find where our room is?
You never did.
Here.
That was when I was the drunkest yesterday.
During the show?
During the show.
What changed our approach wasn't the cruise or the music,
This is my monkey.
but the people who have returned year after year. Chillers. Who don't give a fuck who you are or what your deal is, as long as you're there to have a good time. And trust me, I know.
The John Fishman Moo-Moo.
I wore a muumuu for one of the themed costume nights and people loved it. Chillers invited us to join a flip cup team. We lost. Then they invited us to join a battle shots team.
Another miss, Mike?
Not good at this game.
Oh, God, another miss. Holy shit.
Lost that too. This is cabin-made moonshine.
That's very good.
Yoga definitely helped with the hangovers. And the teacher definitely pounded a cold beer as soon as class ended. There's only one rule amongst the chillers. Don't be a dick. And they mean it.
You know what else I love about this cruise? This is like one of the few places I can consistently wear my jorts and feel no persecution.
So looking to debate politics is without question being a dick. But that didn't mean we couldn't do a little opposition research on potential Senator Kid Rock. In the 20 years since Devil Without a Cause was released, Kid Rock rebranded himself again and became a country artist, but more importantly, a businessman. His fans are loyal. They buy his grills, his beer, go to his restaurant, his annual fish fry, and then there's the cruise, which is different than anything else he puts his name on, because he's created a community. Over 50% of the chillers come back every year. Most of the people we befriended knew each other from previous cruises, and some people weren't even Kid Rock fans. They were there for the party.
Nobody on this cruise has a problem with anybody else. We love each other, and we are what forms America right here. God bless you.
The one thing Kid Rock hasn't rebranded is his patriotism. And while at times it does come off a little schlocky, I think he means it. He's involved himself in the political discussion of bringing jobs back to America. And he's doing it for Detroit. He doesn't just talk about supporting the troops. He does it. America is a big part of the American badass.
I really believe strongly that it's okay to disagree on politics and the direction of our country without hating one another.
Tell me about this public service clip that you did with Sean Penn called The Americans.
Racist. Racist? Motherfucker, I toured with Ice Cube.
I did Colors.
My son's half black.
So's your president.
I think this would be interesting for people to see me and you are still great friends, even though we differ on pretty much everything politically, 100% of it. We did it and very, very proud of it. I think it got as many views, if not more, for this election cycle that it was still relevant, 4 years later.
Yeah, but he's still fucking Kid Rock.
I can't think of a more perfect personification of the American id in the Trump era than Kid Rock.
I'm looking good in some jeans all wrapped. Your captain, show some love.
On the last day of the cruise, Kid Rock did a Q&A with the Chillers where he was as drunk as the rest of us.
I want to thank you for the last 8 years. Because this has been so fucking fun, I can't fucking believe it.
And didn't particularly care what anyone thought of his answers.
No one's ever gonna answer that question, ever. That's the worst question, no offense.
And the Chillers ate it up.
So I just want to know how it makes you feel when you look out in the crowd and see white people, black people. Hell, there's even Persians getting along together on this cruise. And it's all because of you.
There's Persians on here?
He was like the Donald Trump of music, able to get away with saying whatever he wanted. As long as he reassured his fans, he was one of them.
Oh, I do have a Rolls Royce with a Waffle House license plate.
I want to like the guy, but he's divisive.
Fuck no, I'm not running for Senate. Are you fucking kidding me?
God.
Like, who fucking couldn't figure that out? I'm releasing.
He pulls a stunt like using a fake Senate run to promote a single podunk, a celebration of all things redneck and hillbilly.
Kid Rock, he's America.
Knowing full well that he'd actually never run, he capitalized on the splintering of this country he's claimed to be so against just to get attention. And it worked, giving us another fucking thing to argue about.
Senator Elizabeth Warren, she's no fan of Kid Rock, and she's using his potential Senate run as a way to drum up money from Democrats.
I know it's weird, but I miss the old Kid Rock. We could use some of that unity stuff right now.
Want to get on stage? Excuse me. Come on. Let's get Bruce Springsteen. And our friends are up there.
Our enemies weren't on this cruise. It was complicated, like admitting you're a Kid Rock fan.
Battling vomiting. It's
You're battling vomiting because what did you take shots of?
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, you're a fucking little bitch, motherfucker. I realize I'm saying motherfucker a lot more than I've ever said before.
It's still remarkably difficult to not be judgmental of anything associated with Donald Trump. But it helps when I think about who gave us the idea to go on this cruise in the first place.
For too many of us, it's become safer to retreat into our own bubbles, whether in our neighborhoods or on college campuses or places of worship, or especially our social media feeds. Surrounded by people who look like us and share the same political outlook and never challenge our assumptions. If you're tired of arguing with strangers on the internet, try talking with one of them in real life. Show up. Dive in. Stay at it. Sometimes you'll win. Sometimes you'll lose. Presuming a reservoir of goodness in other people, That can be a risk. And more often than not, your faith in America and in Americans will be confirmed.
In our own weird, sick way, I think we did that. We took that chance, and it was totally worth it.
Film or not, we made it. 5 days. I had fun.
Damn good time.